Go ahead, mommy.
I just want to share something. I learned this. What you saying? I had to learn this in my 30s. When I was 20 and I was with my kid's father. We have kids together and this and that. I used to choose my friends over him. It wasn't even going out of the country for him to be like, she don't value me. Mm-hmm. He got his all for his wisdom tooth pulled, right? That night he needed me. But my friend said, let's go to TGI Friday. We drinking. I'm finna go TGI Friday. Like, I did not know how important it was for me to be there with him instead of going out with my friends. So that's why I'm saying, like, and in the end, when I left that relationship, left my family and value those friends more, they was not there. They don't be. When shit came, when shit hit the fan, absolutely, they wasn't there for me. Was he ever like that?
Can we normalize bringing flowers to a first date? How beautiful are these? I went on a first date last night, and whether I choose to see this man or not again, just what a good look. It's giving gentleman.
Side eye. Side eye.
He's a 10, but he has an Android phone. What's his new rating?
1. Android, I can't do. I just can't do it.
A 0. You lose. It's box with a question mark after box with a question mark. I don't have time for that. And I'm not doing WhatsApp either.
I feel like an Android user is a nerd. If you don't have an iPhone, you're a nerd.
A 10.
Still a 10. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, 10.
Phone's just a phone.
Yeah, phone's a phone.
Future once said, I ain't got no manners for no sluts. I'ma put my thumb in her butt. And I've never heard a man be so vulnerable in any lyric.
Women do not care about your feelings.
Yeah. Zoom in. Yeah,
well, one more time. Okay, listen to me.
Oh my God, this is great.
Women do not, I don't care how much they ask you about it. Women do not care about your feelings.
Not at all.
They do not think that because your ex, their don't get wet because your ex cheated on you. They do not care about, stop qualifying yourself. They do not care about your feelings. So stop going overboard with that. Unfortunately, and I'm gonna tell you this, as a man, you are going to be judged on your performance for the rest of your life. Women too are judged on their performance. Like I had a commander, I had 2 female squadron commanders when I was in the Air Force, but women can also be judged on their physical appearance, whereas men, to a certain extent, unless you're a model or a male stripper, you're not gonna be judged on your physical appearance as much. You're gonna be judged on your performance for the rest of your life. This is the reason why 56% of the marriages in this country end in divorce, and 80% of those divorces are initiated by women. That's the reason why, okay? Because we as men have to continue to perform. We get fat, we lose our job, and then all of a sudden we grew apart. That's essentially what women tell their friends, because it's hard. It's very difficult. I do not believe in unconditional love. I don't think it exists. That's just my opinion.
I really want y'all to know, women are terrible people. I don't care how nobody flip it.
Honestly, I could not agree more than what she just said. I say this all the time to people. All the time. Be like, you got a lot of male friends, and people think like, oh, I don't mess with females, and that is not the case at all. But it is the case. And it's not that I don't mess with females. Like, it takes a particular female to understand. But most females are trash. Like, they just are. Like, men, for me, is easy to be friends with because I know the true intentions of a man. Like, most likely, all a man want to do when they see me or when they want to be with me, first off the top, is probably they want to, be intimate. But if I shut that shit down, like, it can't go any further than what I allow it to go. And people will stay in their place as long as they feel that they need to stay in their place. There's no other intention. But with females, like, you don't know why they want to be your friend. They can want to be your friend just because you have somebody that you don't get along with, and that person you don't get along with, they want to be friends with them to click up. Or maybe you know somebody like maybe popular or can get them in bars and stuff, so they want to be friends with you just because they can benefit off of that, who you know, where you can go. And then you got the weird females that are just be like, they don't really like you, but they just want to be friends with you just so they can subliminally talk about you. Like, it's just nuts. And just as she stated in that video, yes, a lot of them females are mad needy. Like, I have too many issues within my own self that I have to figure out and things going on in my life. I cannot sit here and deal with a female friend who wants me all day, every day, calling, texting, nonstop, blah, blah, blah. Men, I can go without speaking for months. And then they'll hit me up like, yo, let's go kick it. And then we can go kick it like nothing changed. But females be so quick to be, I want to be your friend no more because you didn't come up for my birthday party. But you didn't even come to my birthday party. I sat there and bought you a gift. You didn't even give me a gift. It's like the nerd. But if I go to my male's friend, I ain't even got to give them a birthday gift. And they don't even care. And they'll still end up giving me something. Like, ain't it supposed to be about the thought? Like, but it's always like a tip for tat for females. And this is why I just choose to rather deal with guys than it is with females. Because y'all, and it's probably beyond that, but I'm going to keep it right there for right now. But yeah, if you want to be a female friend of mine, just know I'm a real one. I ain't got time for no drama. I ain't got time for none of that. I ain't even on that type. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm going to let it be known that I don't like you. And it's just that simple for me.
What's up? Like, do you even care about me? Oh.
The most predictable time of day when me and my boyfriend are likely to have an argument is in bed watching a show. Because I ask questions that I shouldn't bother to. Last night we were watching House of Dragons, which is a sequel from Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was worse enough because I knew that he fancied Daenerys the whole time. But besides the point, House of Dragons, there's a lot of brothel scenes, okay? And so we're watching a brothel scene, it's quite intense, everyone's at it, And I look at my boyfriend, I say to him, would you go there? To that brothel? And he was like, what, in the year 207? Like where House of Dragons is set? And I'm like, well, yeah, would you go to that brothel? And he was like, what, in the year 207? Like where House of Dragons is set? And I'm like, well, yeah, would you go to that brothel? And he's like, well, were you with me? Are we together in this time? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, no then, I wouldn't go. And I was like, what, so you'd go if you were single? Okay, so you're single in the year 207. Are you going to that brothel? I'm like this. And he goes, yeah, I'd go. I was like, well, that's not nice to say. And he was like, well, there wasn't much else to do back then, apart from eat and shag. And then I tried to get him back and I was like, well, I guess I'd just be a whore then, if I was in them times. I'd be one of them whores in the brothels as well. And he was like, okay. Then we go silent, but I'm still thinking about it, obviously, for the next 10 minutes with my arms crossed, watching it like this. And then I go to him, well, by the way, if we were back in those times, I wouldn't have touched you with a barge pole if I knew that you were someone that went to the brothel. And he was like, well, who are you then? Like, back in those days. I said, I'm the fucking princess. Who the fuck do you think I am? And princesses don't touch brothel goers.